I believe it's the 10 o'clock hour. And so we will begin first by acknowledging the presence of the Honorable Octavia Alfred, the Minister for Education, Mrs. Fenella Wenham Shepherd, Honorable, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, other members of Parliament who have joined us, His Excellency Chu Maoming, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Dominica, as well as other officials of the embassy who are here, representatives of the Dominica State College. We're joined by Dr. Eugene, students, parents, well-wishers, members of the media. Thank you for joining us. Welcome for this scholarship presentation ceremony to students of the Dominica State College. We're in our third year where the Embassy of the People's Republic of China is continuing this scholarship program supporting the academic advancement of students of the State College. So our first speaker this morning is the Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence, Honorable Octavia Alfred, and she will now address us.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. His Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Honorable Wenham, Cabinet colleagues, Honorable Defoe, Honorable Dr. Williams, Honorable Hippolyte, and Honorable George, representatives of the Chinese Embassy, representative from the Dominica State College, Dr. Eugene, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, scholarship recipients, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning again. Good morning. Yes, it gives me great joy to be here, not only to celebrate with some of our nation's students, but also to celebrate the enduring friendship between the Commonwealth of Dominica and the People's Republic of China. Today's ceremony is a celebration of partnership, shared vision, and the transformative power of education. As you heard, this is the third year that 21 of our students, and in some cases, we even had 22 ones, because sometimes when push comes to shove, you have to do what you have to do to ensure that students complete. But this is the third year that students are presented with this award. Of course, it's a scholarship, it's a grant, it's an assistance. $1,000 doesn't just come so, so sometimes I'll stay here long enough, that's not in my notes. Sometimes we go out of our way to facilitate people, and you hear them say stuff like, so why is that house? So why is that $1,000? But according to where you are, it goes a long way. So this is the third year we are doing that to assist students with their education journey. And as a Minister of Education, I must acknowledge the meaningful cooperation between these two countries, Dominica and the People's Republic of China. And it is manifested through scholarships, training programs, technical assistance, mutual support in our national development, not to talk about all the exchanges that we have with Chinese students coming over to immerse and learn, and with a lot of Dominican people going over to China to understand the culture and to also improve and learn. So on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, I wish to express our heartfelt gratitude. I wrote this speech so I could say that at least 5 times before the end, because it means a lot to me. It means a lot to the people of Dominica to express gratitude. So this time is the third time, and I think I'll do it twice again before the end of the presentation. So on behalf of the government and the people of Dominica, I wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to the government and the people of the People's Republic of China. Because sometimes when countries assist us, we kind of get the notion as if they have extra, or they are rich, or they can afford it, so they give in. But there are students in China now who would happily embrace 1,000 US. So it's not about we are getting from what is overflowing from China, but we are getting from China as a sacrifice because China is Dominica's friend. For many years, China has stood as a reliable development partner to Dominica. In our good times, they stand by us, and in our bad and hard times, they embrace us. So we get these scholarships offerings, we get professional development opportunities, infrastructure investment, and continuous support in various sectors. In education, in agriculture, in health, across the board. And yes, I think you should give them a clap. Yes, I think you should. Because China has contributed significantly to the advancement of our human resource capacity and national growth. I'll just stop a little to give a little acknowledgement for our 5 primary schools that are being built. We had these visits last week. They're a little ahead of time. The structure is strong, the rooms, up-to-date facility, modern facility. And our 1 secondary school, everybody who drives by Pottersville must turn their head in this direction. And those who didn't know ask, what is it that they are doing there? National Center of Excellence for Technical Vocational Education Training. That is what it is. All as a gift package. So, the government of Dominica values this partnership deeply, and we recognize the impact of these scholarships in building a skilled, competitive, and visionary Dominican workforce. Because some of you, where you are at now in your studies, if you have to drop out, and I know there are some people who are thinking if that continues so, they'll have to go to work. This morning, hope comes alive again for you. So you take out the dropout story in your mind. So to our students, I'm saying receiving this critical support, I need you to understand that you're not merely receiving funds, you're receiving a responsibility and expectations. Responsibility and expectations of academic excellence. I am happy that we have a little gender balance there. I see some male and I see some female, which is good, which is very good. I like the gender to be balanced. I like to see girls alone, not boys alone. It's good. Academic excellence that goes beyond grades and marks. Academic excellence that shows in your respect for yourself and for others and for the environment. Academic excellence that shows in your national pride. When you hear people saying they want to run from Dominica, you should be saying something else. Boy, Dominica, nice boy, even if that's all you can say. You don't have to run from Dominica to come back for it to say Dominica nice. I want to say to you, just tune on the TV a while, take about 15 minutes and look at the news, and then your national pride should be stimulated. Academic excellence that shows in your action, your discipline, your performance in all aspects of your life, your character, your personal commitment, and these are qualities that are the ingredients for success. These scholarships, these give me the assurance that you will not drop out, that you will endure till the end of your course. And we encourage you to embrace the opportunity with humility, diligence, and determination. Study hard. And my motto to all people I had a chance to teach was, hard work and God cannot fail. Cannot. So study hard. Give God a place too. And study hard. Learn beyond the classroom. So, the tuition is paid. You see that word free? I hope in 2026 that our conversation will change, that we will never hear that word free. Because tuition is not free at the Dominica State College. Tuition is of no cost to the student or the parent, but somebody is paying for it. So one of those good days from now on when I'll be speaking, I will tell you how much your associate degree would cost you in effect without the assistance that government is giving to facilitate your completion. The uniform program is not free. The uniform program is of no cost to the parent or the student, but somebody is paying for it. So first to now move away from that thing about free. School feeding program is not free. It's of no cost to the children, but somebody is paying for it. So you have your tuition at no cost to you. And in cases where it becomes necessary, some people get assistance for transportation. So it's not free, but we facilitate you so that you will endure to the end. There are some of us who couldn't go to college. I couldn't go to college. I had to go and work. Graduate in June and when you watch September. And when you hear that there, anywhere you find a work, let's go, you know. You have to go to work. So I went to Astafans fixing thing on shelf. And you grow from there. And while you're working, now you're studying. You have a big opportunity now with a government that's super concerned about education. Take advantage of this opportunity. So Dominica eagerly awaits your contribution, whether it's in medicine, engineering, agriculture, information technology, education, diplomacy, or any field. We're waiting because our nation is building for resilience and we need your knowledge, your innovation, and your leadership. So I encourage you to take a little time to do a little research also on the People's Republic of China. Because China is one of the world's most dynamic economies, rich in culture, rich in technology, and rich in history. You have to know who your friends truly are. And you must know about your friends. And I'm saying to us this morning, China is Dominica's friend. And do a little research. I'm happy that people are doing research and they're becoming more excited about China. To our parents, your sacrifice, your support, your belief have been instrumental in shaping the young people that we see here today. You have guided them, you have encouraged them. Sometimes you cry with them, sometimes you cry about them, sometimes you shout on them, sometimes. But all of it is to ensure that they achieve their dreams. Please know that your encouragement remains vital. Continue to stand firmly by these students even when they think they are big. Your support is critical. Adolescence is a relatively young word. Once upon a time, it was children and adults. And somewhere just after in 1960, adolescent came up. As a social worker, I tell my adolescent, you're just really an adult, less sense. And even sometimes you feel your mother should just stop talking about that now. Well, stop now, mom. 6 o'clock morning, this morning you said that. I went to college, I came back, you're still saying that. Stop now, mom. Have mercy on them because it's the passion. Because your parents want you to be better than they are. So they're pushing you. So thank you very much, parents, and continue to show that support. Even if you do not know the work what they're doing, that's okay. Just sit up with them wherever they're studying. Just sit up. Put a mattress on the floor if you haven't got a place to sit, and just lie down there. Because when you sit here and studying at night, sometimes Satan is a sly old fox. All kinds of. When I was studying, I sit down facing the window. All of a sudden, I thinking somebody must be out there peeping on me, man. I said to my husband, love, come and sit in the drawing room, please. So just sit with them, you know, just offer them some warm milk at 11:30 in the night there. Drink it. God is good. Stay there. That is important. It works magic. And we will continue to create avenues for training, academic growth, and professional excellence, ensuring that Dominica is equipped for the challenges and opportunities of this rapidly growing world. The government of Dominica remains committed to the development of our human capital. Our strength as a nation does not emerge only from physical infrastructure, but from the skills, talents, and abilities of our people. This is why we value this partnership between Dominica and the People's Republic of China, such as this one. For us, we value this partnership, and we celebrate today. We celebrate you today, and we celebrate this partnership. Through continued cooperation with the People's Republic of China, we are building stronger professionals who will lead our country towards sustainability, resilience, and national advancement. As we applaud the accomplishment of today's recipients, let us also applaud the principle of education. Education is service. Education is a tool not only for your personal advancement, but for the upliftment of your nation. May the partnership between Dominica, that is the sixth time, so you know, may the partnership between Dominica and the People's Republic of China continue to flourish. May our students get to the highest standards of excellence, and may their achievement contribute to a prosperous, educated, and resilient Dominica. To all of the recipients, congratulations. Thank you. God bless you. Jesus love you, and I love you too. Good morning.
All right, our thanks to the Honorable Minister for her usual impassioned remarks on the education of our children, as well as reminding us of the extent and the importance of the partnership between Dominica and China, including the construction of those 6 schools ongoing. We are indeed grateful, Ambassador, and at this point we would like to invite the Ambassador, His Excellency Chu Mao Ming, to address us.
Thank you, Mrs. Dion Duhan Smith, the Press Secretary of the Government of Dominica. Honorable Octavia Alfred, Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence. Honorable Philena Wenham Shepherd, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education. Other members of Cabinet, I recognize Honorable Julian Defoe, Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Honorable Dr. Cassandra Williams, Minister of State in the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Social Services. Honorable Shakira Lockhart-Hiblett, Minister of State in the Ministry of Public Works, Public Utilities, and Digital Economy. Honorable Senator Oscar George, Minister of State of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development. Thank you for coming. And I also know Honorable Dr. Williams and Honorable George, who have just come back a trip from China. I hope that it is a pleasant trip for you. Missy Henderson, who is standing behind the Permanent Secretary in the PM's office, and representative from Dominica State College, Dr. Eugene. Thank you for coming on behalf of your college, students and parents, friends from the media. Good morning. It is my great pleasure to attend the Chinese Ambassador's Scholarships presentation ceremony. First of all, I sincerely congratulate all the students who have been selected to receive the scholarship. Based on the Prime Minister's suggestion, we are going to provide scholarships to 22 students who are now studying at the State College. Besides, the scholarship will also be awarded to 3 students who demonstrate outstanding performance in learning Chinese at Dominica State College. I would like to express my gratitude to the Office of the Prime Minister, Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence, and the State College for their great support for the smooth implementation of the program. The scholarship has been established to encourage students in Dominica to better know Chinese language and culture, inject new vitality into educational and cultural exchanges and cooperation between our two countries, and promote the flourishing and enduring friendship for generations to come. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the Chinese people's victory in the war of resistance against the Japanese aggression, and also the 80th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. So I encourage the students here to follow news, as mentioned by the Minister of Education. The founding of the United Nations and the UN Charter are a great success of the result of the victory of the Second World War. We should not forget that. We should safeguard the result of the the victory of the Second World War. Looking back at modern China, we have undergone arduous exploration and a great transformation, from poverty and weakness to prosperity and revitalization. The Chinese people have advanced through twists and turns, risen through relentless struggle, and written a magnificent chapter of Chinese modernization. One of the keys to deciphering the success lies in education. China is deeply aware of the crucial role education plays in national development and has consistently prioritized education in its cooperation with Dominica. Since the establishment of diplomatic relations, China has continued granting Chinese government scholarships to Dominican students. The 6 schools currently under reconstruction. Last week, I visited several working sites of the schools together with the Honorable Prime Minister. Confucius Classroom in State College and today's ceremony are all testaments to the educational cooperation between our two countries. This year, we have renewed the Memorandum of Understanding on Educational Cooperation between China and Dominica. The Honorable Minister of Education visited China and signed that MOU together with her counterpart in China. So this is expected to provide more opportunities for Dominican students to study in China. My embassy held some activities like Open Day, Chinese Language Day, inviting some students to experience the Chinese traditional calligraphy and paper cutting and enjoy the Kung Fu performance and the Dominican traditional dances together. A few days ago, we have had the first Chinese language knowledge competition held at Dominican State College. I recognize some students who are participants of that contest. In summary, we have already engaged in close cooperation in educational and cultural fields, and we will further strengthen our cooperation in the future. Today, just now, in China, we issued the policy paper on Latin American and the Caribbean in Beijing. As a developing country and a member of the Global South, China has always breathed the same breath and shared a common future with other Global South nations, including those in Latin America and the Caribbean. In recent years, His Excellency Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China, who is my president, has put forward a series of major initiatives and measures to strengthen China, Latin America, and Caribbean relations and cooperation in various fields, endowing these relations with new connotations of the times. The policy paper I mentioned, aiming to summarize the experience, look to the future, comprehensively elaborate on China's policy toward Latin America and the Caribbean, and push China-CELAC relations and cooperation across sectors to a new level. His Excellency Martin Charles. I assume some of you might know him, who's your ambassador to the People's Republic of China. He's not only an ambassador, he's also the Dean of Diplomatic Corps of all Latin American and Caribbean countries based in Beijing. He said at the ceremony issuing the policy paper on Latin America and the Caribbean, he said, the implementation of the policy paper will be fundamental in continuing the advancement of China's CELAC with a shared future, and will have direct impacts on cooperation in infrastructure, construction, education, culture, agriculture, and other areas. And he mentioned education. So today's theme is education. Next year, we will continue presenting Chinese government scholarships and Chinese ambassador scholarships and holding cultural activities, explore the establishment of China Corner in several Dominican schools. I hope that we are going to work together with the Ministry of Education. As mentioned by Honorable Minister Alfred, several days ago we had a very successful discussion on that. So we are going to provide more students with opportunities to learn about China and Chinese culture. We look forward to your active involvement. Young people represent our shared future and serve as both the inheritors and the driving force behind the friendly exchanges and cooperation between China and Dominica. It is my wish that you could link your personal growth and achievements to the friendship and cooperation between China and Dominica, and become envoys of bilateral friendship while realizing your own value. My embassy stands ready to maintain regular contact with you and invite you to various events. It is also my sincere hope that you will have the opportunity to pursue further studies in China, where you can deepen your knowledge, enhance your skills, personal experience Chinese culture, witness China's development firsthand, and contribute your strength to the joint efforts of China and Dominica in advancing our modernization journeys. Finally, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ambassador, for your remarks. Of course, we welcome and are grateful for this scholarship initiative from the Ambassador and the Embassy for their continuing support of Dominica's education system and for the opportunities we are creating together to allow to provide opportunities for Dominicans to access quality education. So once again, Ambassador, thank you so much on behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister and the government of Dominica. At this point, we invite the Ambassador to assist us with the presentation of the awards. Okay, and we begin with Adele John Baptist. Keenan Mitchell. Rubino Charles. Mia Didier. Jawin Sanjay Kermani Guy.
I will explain the envelope. This is an envelope for celebrating the 20th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Dominica. So it has some sense in commemoration of the event. So it's worth valuable.
Bison Arlen Talbot.
Congratulations. And also on the envelope we have the symbol of the Chinese giant panda and the Cicero parrot.
Joel Nicholas.
Congratulations.
Mael Deja Roberts. Donella Lawrence. Nishara Farrell. Kiara Howe. Jalen Andrew. Alden Alphonse. Esther Daniel. Kaylee Tit. Janika Sarah. Ciara Lazar.
You have right just in time.
Kevin Gridge Joseph. Shade Bertrand. Hubert Ishmael Jordan Ephraim Bontiff. Sharissa Bully. And Angel Brumant. Now for the 3 students who have excelled in learning Chinese at the Confucius Classroom at the DSC, Nikwan Richards, Tiago Alishaw.
Will, congratulations again. You mentioned the contest, you participated in the contest. And, got,
And Naima Guy. Naima Guy. Naima Guy. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for the presentation of awards, but more so for the overall gesture of these scholarships to our students continuing their education at the Dominica State College. Thank you so much, Claire, for assisting us. To all of you who've joined us, our parliamentary representatives, members of cabinet, the representative from the Dominica State College, the parents and supporters who have come here with our students to support them, and of course the members of the media for always being our partners in all our endeavors. Yes, so this takes us to the end of our ceremony, but two things. I would like to invite the students and the dignitaries here along with the ambassador for a group photo at the front, and then we invite you to share some refreshments with us. Thank you everyone for coming. Congratulations once again to our students.